And we're back. A quick reminder, we're brought to you by, we're giving this space by Daughters Exclusive. They're giving us the amazing space to use here on 3Oul 3Isters. And my second 3Oul sister here is also a queen, and she's Jovia Rianne, who is the Miss Beach Beauty, right?
Yeah.
You must have a beautiful body. Miss Beach Beauty.
I joined Marcos. Hey, it's not what I expected.
Yeah.
There were classes and levels. It depends on your former school. If you're from Gizana, Visunsa, of course, you're a cool kid and stuff.
Yes.
So if you're from a local school,
Yeah.
you don't say anything.
So when you get there, when you got there, there's some bit of class discrimination.
Yes, a lot.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And at this point, you're a teenager.
Yeah, but I really didn't. Miss Uganda. I can do that through Miss Uganda. I could get there. Like these are people, these are my role models actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I love them so much. Like, you know, you get.
I get you. Jovia, we often ask, but I know you did mention the Miss Beach Beauty has always existed. It has always been there. It has happened, and I must say, for me, it's also a learning experience because you can imagine.
I know.
In the media, we only hear about the winner, second runner-up, and first runner-up,
exactly.
and that is it.
Yeah.
You know. But I love that we've had the opportunity. People are going to be like, "Oh, wait, there's that too." You know. So, who are you born to? Yeah.
I'm born to Miss Tabu Kenya John and Miss Nampewo Justin.
Okay.
Yeah, from Mitiana district.
Okay, and you did say you moved.
Yeah, we moved.
Bit,
my life has been like I stayed in Zambia at a certain age, and then we moved to Mutundwe. I'm currently living in Jomai.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. So, where did you go to school?
I went to one school. I went to Destiny schools, Destiny Boarding Primary School, Destiny Eagles Secondary School, like for O level.
I tell you, you break the record because most people be like, no, I went to O level one school.
Yeah, like for first
A
time
level
I
one
went to
school.
the school.
But you break the record. It's the same schools from primary,
from
secondary,
primary
and
to senior 6.
Oh, interesting. And you said it's Christian based.
Yeah, it's Christian based for the late Bishop John Michael Mgera.
Christian foundation, Christian values, and that's something that's quite interesting. Yes. So what was that like for you, your experience being in the same school for that long?
My God.
You're the OG of OGs.
Exactly. Like it's hard, but then it's fun. Like you grow together. Like these are people that we joined together. Like I saw them naked.
Oh,
like,
you have people
back
you
in the day.
studied with all through.
Yeah, like we used to join. Like it's a school that has like a sponsorship program. So people would join in like in second term, like third term, and secondary and all that. But then I love it. I'm social. Like I love people.
Yes.
So I really love it. I spend a lot of time with these people. Like I know you. Like we bonded, all that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And pageantries, that's something you did in school?
I did not participate in any pageantry. I'm the scripture union kind of guy.
Yeah,
praise and worship.
Praise and worship.
Yeah.
Interesting. You must have shocked some people to be out there, you know. And that is something. Did you ever see yourself though? Did you, in the inner you, ever say, "Oh, I think I would love to do something like that one day"?
I did. Like at the age of 16, like I got into like. I love the Kardashians and all that, the beauty kind of, you know, that life. So I'm like, how could I do that? Like me as me, like I'm not born to Christiana, I'm not born to Bruce or anyone.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Miss Uganda, I can do that through Miss Uganda. I could get there. Like these are people, these are my role models actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I love them so much. Like, you know, you get.
I get you. I get you. So, you were in the same school. All throughout.
Yeah, all throughout.
But you were a very quiet girl, very calm, very relaxed, very well behaved. Principled. Yes. I can imagine. And from there, from after secondary school, where did you go?
I went to Chambogo.
University
for a bachelor's in microfinance.
In microfinance.
I'm a graduate.
Nice.
I graduated last year in December.
Okay. Yeah. So at this point, what motivates you
to come from Miss Uganda.
To come from Miss Uganda. Did you talk to your parents or
Exactly.
people around
They
you
all
about
knew.
it?
Like I used to talk to my mom. I'm like, I have to go for Miss Uganda.
Yes.
The age limit is 26. You know, I'm still young. If I don't go this year, I'll go the other year. I'll go. Like God will show me the right year to contest.
To go.
So I'm like, you know, last year I've done with grad and all that. Like school is done. So I'm thinking. So my mom is like, why don't you go for Miss Uganda this year? I'm like, are you sure? I'm not ready. I don't know how to walk. I don't know how to talk it. Like, I thought I'll go for training first.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me look it up.
And people are encouraging you to first go for something small
before you go for this big thing, like you know, it's Sibiango.
I can imagine.
Yeah, but then like never believe in that. Like just go for it.
You're like, no, I'm going for the big stuff.
There's no password. There's nothing. Like just do it.
That's good. That's
if it's yours,
Yeah.
it will be. Trust me, like God makes no mistake.
Yeah.
And He places you where you're supposed to be. He knew that this is where I will be.
Yeah, that
I
is
will be
true.
in
And
this
your mom
little-
was encouraging you.
Very.
What
she's
was your
the
dad
biggest
thought about
system.
it?
Everyone is supportive.
They were
But
supportive.
my mom
They were
was
supportive. Okay.
My mom.
So, and you do know at this point, because you never had any history in pageantry or
Never.
anything. Yeah? Wasn't it scary for you? What was it?
Very much,
Yeah.
because like I told you, I'm the reserved kind of, like I'm not so out there, like I'm so used to standing up and talking, like those
And yet you
things.
seem like you're very good with speech and things like that.
Yeah, but then like I like protecting myself. Like I hate failure, I hate
I get what
criticism
you're saying. I
and
get
all
what you're
that.
saying.
Yeah, so I usually like put my guard up and I'm like, let me just live in my own
Safe space.
Yes, I'm okay.
I get you.
Yeah, so it was really challenging, if you know Jovia, to really contest. Yeah, to put herself out there, like I'm modeling, like you know, and this is me, like choose me, I'm the one.
So mentally you prepared yourself.
Yeah, I did. I
there's a big
prayed
platform.
about it. Like first, I'm like, God, am I supposed to go this year? Because you know, like we were like
Most Christian people have different views about pageantry or the fashion world or anything along those lines.
yeah, they do. But then like for Miss Uganda, it's more of like a leadership. Like it's like contesting for head girl in school, for guild president.
Yes.
Like, something like that. So if you look at it in that perspective, you really understand the narrative. That is
So as a Christian girl, wasn't it challenging, some of the things?
Not
that
at all.
Not at all.
Because I told you I love the Kardashians, so I'm like, we are going to model, we are going to, you know,
exactly.
beach contest,
you know what,
we are
it's
going
good.
to,
And God will guide me in this one.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So, being around boot camp, being around different girls, you know,
so
the competition is for real, you know,
real.
and you begin to criticize yourself amidst all other criticism.
Exactly.
How did you deal with that kind of pressure? And
I've not been around so many girls. Like I told you, I'm the only girl like at home.
And yeah, out
and
of
all that.
all the
So
boys, yeah.
living with 20 random like strangers.
Yeah.
So it was really fun. And then like, you know, tense, like the more inner characters there, like someone will come like and they're intimidating, someone is tall, someone is beautiful. Okay, I'm beautiful and all that, but you
begin to
you start weighing.
like, what if?
You're like, she's better than me in speech. Oh, she can walk better than me. Am I going to make it? All that. It comes to you. Yeah.
What did you learn in that experience as a person that you feel it has added anything on you?
Patience.
Yes, patience.
Yeah. I learned how to be patient with life situations. Like, relax, be patient. If it's yours, it's going to be yours. Like, don't rush anything. I'm telling you, like, with zero experience in any pageant, I made it to this place.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And I didn't go for any training because I remember I was like, I'm going to schedule a training, like I'm going to go for modeling, like I got a job. The next day I take my forms from Miss Uganda.
Yes.
And I can't go for training like at all. They need me like Monday to Saturday.
Saturday, yes.
From 7 to like, I failed. So I'm like, is this a sign I shouldn't go? Because how am I going to walk like on stage? Like it was a reality TV series. Like everything is being showed. Like they're not going to edit a lot. If you're walking forward, they're going to show you
how you walk.
If you're stammering, we're going to see you stammer.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. So dealing with different personalities, how did that help you improve in learning and how to deal with different people?
Me personally, like my brothers, I live around them like so much, so I relate to them. Like every boy is every kid is different. So yeah, so living,
So you
I'm so
already had
used to different personalities and all that. So I could just cope up.
That's true. So, Miss Beach Beauty, you said you didn't even have
a bikini.
A bikini.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And here we are, you're the Miss Beach Queen.
Like, you know.
Beauty. So how did that play out?
And a lot of girls wanted that title. I don't know. Because like when you're going for boot camp, they tell you to make shopping. So they're like, we have a top model challenge, we have this and this, this and this. So come when you're well equipped. Like in boot camp, you're not allowed to leave the house. Like chorina, that is it for you, you know. So the night before the challenge, so Miss B calls us in the boot camp house. It's like, everyone present your swimsuits. I need to look at them before we shoot. So everyone, the people bringing the nice ones, and like, this one is okay, this one is okay. May I bring mine? I didn't know, like, okay, I'm dark skinned, yes, I know, but I thought this is beautiful. But then, according to my skin tone, everyone's like, no, you can't wear that for the shoot and all that, it won't work. I got stressed. I'm like, oh my God. So, you know, my sisters were trying like, oh, let me give you this. I bought two, this one, but they wouldn't fit, you know, different body sizes and all.
You were in the pageant with your sister?
No, we call ourselves sisters.
Oh, you call yourselves sisters?
Yeah, Miss Uganda sisters.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I've learned something. Okay. But I must say, from what I've seen, I know they are more professional in terms of advice. I think for a dark-skinned beauty like you, whether you're in a bright color or dark color, if you present it correctly or the right way, you're still going to shine.
You need to shine, exactly.
And that's when you say, okay, I'm going to have fun, enjoy myself.
Yeah, let me just have fun. Like it's a beach. Who doesn't love that beach?
And see where that swimsuit took you.
Like they read my name. They're like, oh, that was winner of Miss Uganda Beach Beauty, Jovia. I was like,
exactly, like least
like
expected.
How?
How? I know. The whole time you're thinking,
Yeah, like I told you, I had my eyes on the Miss Talent.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, Miss Talent, they've taken it, she won it.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So they've taken it, I'm like, I'm done.
Yes.
And that's it for me. If I'm not Miss Uganda, that's all. Because like we have like 11 titles.
You know at that point that
like,
this is...
if you don't win a title, you're either Miss Uganda or nothing.
Like you're in the top.
Exactly, but you get...
I get you.
That is not why you're here.
Yeah.
That is
you're
not why
here to be the queen.
Yes. At least to be something.
Yes,
you know?
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
So I'm like, we're just standing like as we are, like smiling, and then they read my name or like, oh.
So a real quick one as we wind up. So what has this crown done for you as Jovia, or proved on you as Jovia?
As Miss Uganda, like in general, without the beach beauty at all, like we get a lot of respect. Like if someone gets to know that you're Miss Uganda, something or whatever, everything changes. Like the treatment changes. You get. So I love that. For me, it's everything.
Yes.
The respect.
A word for the young girls out there who have dreams, who have goals, and I need. Yes.
I mean, just do it. Don't wait for anyone. You know, when you're standing up for something, someone can tell you, go to Sogola, Tomala, go how? Really? You know, like, shut those voices and go for it.
Yes, I love that. And Jovia has said it well. I cannot even add, I cannot dilute, I cannot change anything. Thank you so much, Jovia. I'm telling you today we have beautiful queens, very smart, very intelligent. They know what they bring to the table. Okay, so it's one of the things you need to look into. Always know what you bring to the table. Then you start from there. You work on that, but always have something to bring to the table. So, what else are you doing now? Now that Miss Uganda is done and over with, what are your plans, or what are you doing currently?
I'm currently pursuing my acting talent because I'll be unleashing some good news in the future. Yeah, I'm currently working on my acting, and also I work with the Wasa Investments Company. We sell cars.
Yes.
Yeah, I part-time as I do my other things and my beach beauty roles as well. We have like duties, we do CSR, we do a lot of things with our titles. It's not all about slaying, it's not all about like looking good and all that, taking pictures, not really, yeah.
That's interesting. That's good. And we do wish you the very best here.
Thank
I know you're going to go places with this. Now, of course, we still have another queen with us who's going to be joining us. I must say, she did mention she had never had a history of doing pageantry, okay? That this is something that she felt would be her path towards something else. So do not stop yourself. Always know what you bring to the table, then you start from there. Don't just show up. Have something you bring on the table. Then from there, you know, just don't give up, keep pushing and keep trying. We do wish you the very best, Jovia.
Thank you.
We're still having this conversation, and we're here at Daughters Exclusive. They give us the amazing space. We're using it to bring you beautiful soul sisters like this ones, young girls. So today we say it's not just about being older and experienced in itself. You can be young and still have your success story, what you consider success in itself. And of course, it does not end there. You build on that and constantly build on that. Don't go away. I'm getting schooled here, yeah? I need to pronounce people's names correctly. And with me is Rianne Lelia Bateze, of course. And she's Miss Uganda East and Miss Uganda Talent. And I must say, for me, this is an experience to get to hear, to sit down with three queens and have the experiences, different experiences, within the same experience of a pageant, the Miss Uganda Beauty pageant. Of course, this is something that most of us may not sometimes understand or take seriously, but these ladies have picked something from them. When you have determination, when you know what you have or what you bring to the table, quite often you work with that and you give good results. So you're very welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Indeed. Who were you born to? I know this is the same question, but hey, we need to know.
Of course. Well, my name is Rianne Lelia Bateze, like you said, and I was born in Jinja to Mr. Paul George Bateze and Mrs. Jennifer Vachirenga Bateze on a beautiful November Wednesday there, 1999. But yes, I grew up quite close to the river. And it's what shaped my adventurous spirit into the person that I am today. Yes.
Indeed. So, what do you remember as a child? What's your experience like as a child in terms of how you grew up, where you grew up, maybe your siblings and things like that?
We first stayed on a hill called Ruvaga, close to Jinja Town. And I had a very musical background. We were always dancing, singing, performing for guests or relatives, singing in church choir. And this is like 3-4-year-olds, but you're already trying to hit a soprano of an adult. And eventually my sisters and I, we are 5 girls. By then we were 4. My little sister had not yet joined us. So we formed a dance crew, the Bateze dance crew.
Oh, really?
Yes.
At what age is this?
I was about 6 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
From the dance group. Interesting.
And we were ready to take over the world.
I can imagine, yes.
Beyonce is going to call us and we'll be giving her a performance. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
So,
that's lovely.
I had a very actively talent-based background. My dad is a development coordinator, but he was very active in choir. My mother taught at Namasagali, and that's a very artistic school. So she also nurtured us in the same way.
Interesting. So you grew up on the Rubaga Hill. You said initially.
Yes.
So you moved at some point?
Moved to Bukaya.
To Bukaya.
Yes, which is close to the Nile itself in Nigeria.
Yes.
And that's where I continued from about 8 years old until now. That's where we stay.
Okay. So what schools did you go to?
I went to Victoria Nile School.
Oh, my school.
Yeah. Really? Amazing. But I was only there for 2 years. And my mom decided boarding school would maybe help shape me better. So I went on to Namagunga Primary Boarding School.
Oh, lovely.
And after that went to Navisonsa Girls School for 6 years.
For 6 years.
Well, then university, I got a chance to represent Uganda in India. So I got a scholarship and I completed university in India.
Okay. So what was it like primary school? Tell me about Victoria now, because you were quite younger, it's day school and things like that. Tell me about it.
Well, for me, I just have this memory of being a very sassy person.
I can imagine.
I always wanted to be leading on concert days
Yeah.
and sports. I wanted to always be like among the people
Yeah.
representing.
Very active.
Yes, and eventually I recall this got me a broken arm. Because one time I was running in school and was singing on top of our voices.
Yeah.
And I tripped. Next thing I know, I'm on the ground and my arm is like.
Sorry.
So my mom said, you know, that's too much hype. Is it the boys that are distracting you? I'm like, no, mommy. And she's like, no, you need to go into a Catholic school. Calm down.
To calm you down. Oh,
Yeah.
parents, all the time.
Right?
They're looking for, how do we calm this child down?
Yes, exactly.
And then when you moved there, how was it like, boarding life?
When we went to Namagunga, it was strict. I cried for a straight year. My
You're
uniform was
kidding.
always snooty. It was, I was always like,
And you thought maybe if they see me cry, it didn't work.
It didn't work at all.
Yeah.
They were not swayed.
Oh, I can
My mom
imagine.
said she visited me on parents' meeting and I told her, Mommy, school is terrible. They make me cry every day. I've gotten sinuses. And she's just like, that's part of growing up. You'll thank me for
goodness.
this.
Yes. And maybe now you're saying, yeah.
I needed it because Namagunga equally is a very it's a very talent nurtured school, and it just gave me this whole perspective of a person who thinks outside the box, applying myself in music, dance and drama. I was always dancing, I was always on stage, I just love being in such a space, and it's a very competitive school, which
Yes,
means
I
you're
can
with
imagine.
the best of the best from your country.
I can
So
imagine, yes.
that for me really did
And
a
those
lot.
values stuck with you.
Of course. We had this teacher, she was called Miss Namazi Francis, and up to now, I sit like this because of her.
Yes,
Of
because you
course,
said you don't,
you don't slouch.
yeah.
And she taught me how to speak English. One time she beat my fingers when I spelled interesting as interesting. And ever since then, I always proof check my reading. I'm
Just
not
to make
messing
sure.
up.
Just to make sure, yes.
Yes.
That's lovely. So what were you leaned into most, in terms of your studies and school?
Well, I was more on the artistic side. I loved history, SSD. I loved reading. In a week, I would
So you're
read
the type that
7
used to
books.
read books and novels
Yes, the very type.
and nice.
So I was always reading. The library had my name every other day because I would finish a book in the night. Like,
You're the type that would read until you go to sleep.
yes. I had to make sure I have it in my head so that I can narrate it to my friends since they didn't like reading. So I would get the characters, get the
Yes.
way they speak. So she did this and then he did that. So by the time they finish, it's like they've also read the book.
I can imagine, indeed. So, and then where did you go for your university and what course did you choose to do?
I went to Lovely Professional University in Punjab, East India, Northeast India. And I pursued journalism and mass communication.
Awesome.
It was, wow. When I think of that experience.
Quite an experience, yeah.
Yes, sometimes I ask God to give me another chance. Like, let me go back and do it right. But other times it's like, no, I did that, so on to the next. Let's now learn and apply what we got into this next experience. So I have to say those 3 years were quite eventful.
Were you a naughty, stubborn, out there child, or you're very calm and kept to yourself? Anything in particular you can remember really to share with us? It's okay.
So much. Through school, because now you're in boarding school, you have strict rules, you have to act a certain way. I'm a kind of person who knows the rules. And in public, I know how to apply them.
The rules, yes.
Yes, it's like, I have to do this. They don't see me slouching. They don't see me not wearing my belt. Because at Nabisunsa, if you don't wear your belt, they're going to tie you to a tree.
Ooh.
You know what? Tie to a tree.
Nice.
So I was always getting the rules, like, ta, ta, ta. But when I stay away from it, it's like, I go all out. And being a dancer, because my career, I'm a dance fitness instructor. So being a dancer, I was always looking for the next thrill. And that's why I pushed myself into sports, because books can only do so much.
Yes, that's true.
So I started doing volleyball.
Oh.
And in university, much as I didn't sign up for volleyball in campus, I was very active in music.
Nice.
And I was always going to different embassies to perform for
now
them.
I see how you got this
independence.
talent.
Yes, it's really well founded. I was surprised, but it was well founded.
That's nice. That's lovely. So then, I see where it's coming from. You know, at 6 years, you said, "Well, I think we can start a dance group."
Yeah.
I mean,
Very determined girls, by
but
the way.
I love that. I love that. And then you continue with your dance and you know your love for dance, but then you get into sports. That's interesting.
I feel like as young women, we always need a place to put energy, otherwise it's going to be misplaced.
Yeah, that's true.
And something I don't really talk about a lot is I had a hypersexual era, just in between campus and vacation.
Yes.
Because I was keeping to myself and not putting myself into activities.
Yeah.
And today that's what we see for most girls in
Muslim
campus.
girls, yes.
Yeah, we are all trying to put the energy we should be putting in something more,
else.
Yeah,
Yes.
into the other sex. So such things I feel really helped me stay grounded and
Yeah, because then
focused.
it's easy to lose your place. Ah, okay.
So easy. So I'm grateful that even in Abisunsa, there was a gentleman, the late Mr. Kafumbe. He was my school father. He passed away due to COVID. And he kept us focused. Even when we go for tournaments, while boys are trying to distract us, he's just like, you know why you're here. Understand your purpose and you'll be able to stay focused. And even though in India I had the freedom, because I was by myself and I had the freedom to do whatever it is I wanted to do. But I always remember that if I just carry that energy and put it into something that's fruitful, that is impacting the people around me in a happy and positive way, then it's easier to be a more valuable member of society. So that's what sports and dance did for me. Because in India, you even know most Ugandans are trafficking drugs.
Yes,
Girls
that's
are
true.
getting cut up because they're trafficking drugs from Northeast India to Mumbai.
Wow.
Yes, like they offer you $1,000. Meanwhile, the person who's gotten you this gig is getting 3,000. So you who is risking your entire system to transport drugs that could kill you or get you arrested.
It's getting
locked up
only
for life.
$1,000?
Yes. So I had people like that. People from Congo would approach me and they're like, "We can get you quick money," and you know money is sweet.
And money,
but know when you're going to what you're going to pay.
You
for
have to
that
keep
money.
grounded, like you said. You have to keep grounded. Well, that's quite an experience then. So when you come back, you know, I can go head on anything.
Yes. I feel
So
like that
you
shaped
said
me.
you also have a musical side to you, a musical background.
In the
or
shower,
maybe
yes.
In the shower?
But I believe singing is the best way for someone to strengthen their voice. If you want to be able to speak up, breath control, being grounded while you communicate. My mom told me that singing is the best way to do that.
Lovely.
And in between all those sessions of abagalo amenanga, you're singing and you're like, what's this woman making us sing? In between that, I learned a lot about communicating with people, sharing a gift. Because when you sing, you're not singing for yourself. You're singing for the person hearing you. So
Okay, sometimes, yeah, but I get you.
Yes, I do
So
understand
now,
that.
when you come back from India, what's your next step at that point?
Well, we do know as young creatives, we've grown up in a system of white-collar jobs and jobs that require us to apply our degrees to the best of your ability. So I knew that I was going to land into a job of communications, and because I would watch these ladies on UBC, I'm like, I'm going to come, I'm coming for you. But then when I went through the system in India, the education system exposes you to how best you can apply your talent so that you can make money by yourself. You can employ yourself even while you help other people make money. So I came back and worked in customer relations for 8 months with FedEx. And it taught me that I didn't want to be behind a desk a lot.
Yeah.
Because every evening I just wanted to get home and unwind and dance and relax. And I always prayed to God. I was like, God, I do not want to do this. It's a beautiful job. I'm meeting amazing people. I'm making good money. But I want to live for a living.
Yeah.
I want someone to actually smile with me and say, Rianne, you've changed my life.
Exactly.
And that's when I shifted into events management, because it was also a career point we studied.
Yeah.
And I worked for Pictures Photography till now, social media marketing. And it just gave me an insight into the kind of standard that Ugandans who are not in my income bracket are living. Because you meet someone paying 10 million for photography for 7 hours. And I said, wow, someone has 10 million for 7 hours? Okay.
Yeah,
there is money in the system.
This is where I should be.
Yes.
Right here.
And then one day I was leaving work and then I bumped into Mr. Mohammed Sembaja from Sukuma Foundation, and he told me I'm a dance fitness instructor. And I was like, I'm a dancer. I said, have you thought about it? Do you want to check it out? I'm like, sure. So we started having sessions at Speak Apartments and Kavira Country Club. And every day it was like getting
I've
closer
heard about
to
your classes
home.
then.
Sukuma, amazing.
Yeah.
You should come because every woman who comes, even if most of them get scared, because it's a challenge. Those classes are not for the weak.
Yeah.
We always tell Sukuma means push. And by the time you sign up for the class, it means you're ready to push yourself, to transform yourself, to transform your body,
That's true.
your mind, and your soul to accept the person you are dancing into.
Yes.
So with that program, we even launched a campaign, Sukuma Wellness Experience for Active Transformation. And as my cause for Miss Uganda, this just merged. I could see how best I could impart the nation, but doing what I do best.
But how did you find yourself getting into Miss Uganda pageantry? Like, where did this come from? Like,
I have a crazy little sister. She's very entrepreneurial.
Yes.
So one day she comes home. I come late from the session with my bag, and she's like, you know what, Rianne, first stand there. She's like, turn around, walk a bit. I walk because I'm thinking, what is she doing now? And she tells me, you're going for Miss Uganda. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Ooh.
She's like, no, it's okay. You're going.
She used to be a talent scout or something.
She is.
Yeah,
she actually is.
Oh, nice.
Because part of my cause, I decided to volunteer my skills to Ginger schools, because I come from Ginger.
Yeah.
And as Miss Uganda East, it's helping me to reach out to the communities. So now we go to schools, we have the kids at talent shows perform, and we get to see new talent.
That's
so
true.
we show them how best to merge it, how best can you merge your talent and also your schoolwork, so that if one works,
Then,
can aid the other. The other works, aids the other. Because I do believe, I want to go get a PhD, because I do believe education it's power.
It's power.
That's it.
That's very true.
Yeah,
that's
so
very true.
she helps me out with scouting. So when she said that, she said, go get the forms. I'm here for you in case of anything. I'll get you all the clothes. Because I was like, this is a lot. There was like a whole list.
Interesting.
Blue jeans, black jeans, heels. Mark you, I didn't have heels.
Oh, you're not the heels, but I can see you rocking them.
I love them.
You're
now.
quite comfortable.
Oh. It was such an experience.
It was an experience, yeah.
So we had to get heels, we had to get hair, do nails, and just show up like a queen.
Yep.
As a sports girl, I guess I never really looked at myself as a queen. I just thought maybe my job is to stay on the pitch and not on the runway. But on that last day of Miss Uganda, I didn't tell my parents. It was just a secret between her and myself.
Oh, really?
They didn't know.
You guys.
My friend Miriam called at 11:50, because that's when they announced the results. 11:50, she's like, Rianne is Miss Uganda East, Rianne is Miss Uganda East. And they crossed the bridge at midnight to come and celebrate.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so I just appreciate my family and my friends, because this journey is not easy. Miss Uganda shifts your perspective. You're no longer an everyday woman. You're now a queen. And you have to show the world that you're a queen.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
that's true.
The transition has been
What have you picked
necessary.
from it as we wind up?
Well, I was diagnosed with anxiety in campus. Second year, I had social anxiety, and this brought on depression. I also didn't have self-esteem and didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe in my essence as a woman. I didn't value the color God gave me. Indians are racist.
Beautiful color.
I had a summer job in Mumbai, and when I was stepping out of the elevator, somebody spat at my feet.
Ooh,
And
that is not kind
it's
at
not.
all.
I said, God, is this how they treat black people? Oh God, I was traumatized for like a year. And I told my mom, I told her, Mommy, I want a dead year. I need to prepare mentally. She said, Rianne, the world does not pause for you to get yourself together. You have to take a deep breath, remind yourself of who you are. I didn't give birth to an ugly person. You're beautiful. And that was the phone call that made me feel like, okay, let me give myself a chance. And when my sister came in with Miss Uganda, I also didn't see the point, because I'm like, only beautiful girls go for this. And she said, but you forgot something. You're beautiful as well. And you represent a whole clan of beautiful people.
That is lovely. That is lovely.
So
And I think these are conversations we don't often talk about, eh?
exactly.
Classism, racism, all of these things that sort of hinder people that have goals, that have dreams,
Ambitions.
that people are very talented, people
Yes.
that are very good at what they do,
Yes.
being discouraged and taking the back seat.
I've seen a lot of girls refuse to press the record button because her face is ugly. I was not born with perfect teeth. Actually, all my sisters, we have the same smile.
teeth, yeah.
And so many people have
That's
thrown
what
a
makes
comment.
it a beautiful smile.
Thank
see?
you.
The imperfections are what make us the perfect people.
Exactly, and that's what people forget, that beauty is subjective. Just because on the TV they say you have white, perfect teeth, doesn't mean you
Society
should not
standards.
smile.
No.
Yes, so Miss Uganda taught me to smile, because with smile,
Yeah.
if people could smile 24 hours a day, we're smiling 23 hours and 59 minutes a day. With smile.
Yeah.
And not just a
And
smile.
smile is what brings out your inner beauty.
It does.
That's
it's
lovely.
a glow. Because you're going to find a woman in the market. I love second-hand shopping so much.
Yes.
Because that's where you get all the good stuff in Uganda, I
Yes.
believe.
Yeah.
So usually I try to connect with the ladies, and she'll tell you her story, and she's got this beautiful smile on her face, and you're just appreciating her essence in that moment. Like, she's a woman like me.
Exactly.
She's trying to pay fees for her kids. She may not be in the glamorous place,
But she's working her
happy.
way around life.
She's happy.
Indeed.
She's smiling. She's offered me her smile. Why
Indeed.
not offer
That's
mine?
beautiful, yeah.
So I
Thank
love
you so
that.
much, my dear. What do you have for the people out there watching, the young girls, that are watching you, that feel like have had different things about, being in beauty pageants or being queens, and how they can in turn translate that to their benefit as we grow older and build ourselves?
Hey, beautiful. I just want to say, first, thank you for giving us your time to watch this. Because as a Super Soul sister, it means you care about the conversations that we're having. And if you aspire to partake in a beauty pageant, I just want to assure you that you're ready. Regardless of the color you are, your face, your smile, your height, there is a space for everyone in this world. And even though there is just one winner, all of us are queens. All of us are winners. But you deciding to get that registration form and put your name on it, say it out loud, and offer yourself to the world, it means that there is a lot that you're offering in that moment. So don't forget to look after yourself. Your health matters above all else. Mental health is everything, especially in a society that imposes standards on us. Own your rights to exist.
That is
Thank
true.
you so much, and I appreciate you.
Thank you. Rianne, yes? Rianne, thank you so much for your time. And she's Miss Uganda East and Talent. Now we know where the talent comes from as well, and of course she's representing the Eastern region. So also as here, all the queens are watching, and kings, because we don't want people to say we're leaving everyone behind.
Exactly.
But thank you so much for watching this particular episode where we've had three beautiful queens telling their story and letting you know that no matter what path you take, once you respect the path you're taking, then people respect that path as well. Once you know what you're bringing to the table, then that way you can build what you're actually offering to the world. Now, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And we all learn from this, okay? This is not just about beauty, it's about improving yourself. One talked about becoming more patient. One talked about learning how to deal with different people. She's talked about how in turn you can take that opportunity, use it, turn it into a business venture of some sorts, and you'll find your way through life. Now, this is their success story, which they're still building on. Okay, so let us keep building on our success stories. Right here on UBC, this is the Super Soul Sisters with me, Rowena Kajuma, from me and the team. We do wish you a lovely one, and of course, we thank Daughters for giving us their lovely space. Good night.